What is up, guys? Chris here, Professional Dad, and I am back with another knife video. Okay, so the live event that we did for Blade Walker has come, it's gone. Now today I shipped out all of my packages. Tomorrow morning Jimmy will ship out all of his. I still have 2 knives that haven't been claimed, but other than that, the event is over. We're going to continue supporting Steve from here on. But it's time to get back to real world. It's time to get back to business as usual. Now, 2 weeks ago, I wanted to start a series where I was going to show my different brands and then all of the knives that I had in every brand, in that brand. And then the next episode, go to another brand, and so on and so on. But then, of course, the live event came up, and I devoted those 2 weeks to that, and it was a worthy cause, and I'm glad that I did it. But now I'm going to go back to that. Now, recently, Ken Faulkner actually done a video where he showed all of his Kaiser knives, and that is a fantastic video. If you're not already following Ken Faulkner, make sure that you do. Faulkner, Ken Faulkner. Fantastic channel. He's easy to listen to. He has a ton of knowledge about knives. He has a excellent, amazing knife collection, and you'll learn a lot from him, just like I have. But he done a video about Kaisers. Now, I was already planning on doing that, but it might look like I'm just following in suit, and I'm okay with that. Imitation is the best form of flattery. So I'm okay with that. Whether you believe that I was already planning on doing this, or you're believing that I'm following him, either way, I'm okay with that. Believe whatever we want, and we'll just go with that. This is not going to be a Kaiser video. I am going to do a Kaiser video because I'm going to go through all the different brands and show each knife that I have in that brand. But the very first one that I'm going to start off with is Civivi, because I have a lot of Civivi knives. I have a couple fixed blades, and we're going to start with the fixed blades, but ultimately I have a lot of Civivi knives. Now there's a couple that are not here because either Kate has them or some other things happen. I won't get into that. I lost a few, let's just say. But also, I just recently traded one for a knife that was given away Saturday in the giveaway. He couldn't have it because it was too big, and he's getting ready to go off to college, and he wanted something smaller that he could take with him. He asked me, hey, do you have something nice that we would trade? I had a really nice knife, and I was like, he's a young kid, I'm gonna help him start his collection off, and I sent him a cool little knife that I hope he likes. So if you're watching this, you got a knife coming. All right, so let's start off with the fixed blades. Now, the very first one that I'm going to show you is, and I apologize if you can hear that in there, it'll stop in a second. This is the Civivi Midwatch. This is a fantastic fixed blade. I like this thing so much. There's only one thing about it that I don't like, and I'm going to tell you that in just a second. Now, it's a very thin knife, thin little scales. These are micarta scales. This has Bowler N690 blade steel, and I love Bowler N690 for an EDC fixed blade. Not for an outdoor fixed blade, survival, bushcraft, but for EDC fixed blade, I think Bowler N690 is great. Like, I've got a Bradford Guardian back here in Bowler N690. I've got some other fixed blades in Bowler N690, and I think it's a good blade steel. It's no slouch of a steel. It does really well. Toughness, edge retention, corrosion resistance. It's a pretty good steel across the board. Now, this does have a Kydex sheath with a T-clip on the back. It's very thin. It does have very aggressive jimping on top. I mean, very aggressive, just like I like. So it's got that little rest for your thumb. It's got the clip point blade, very thin grind, slicey. This is a great EDC fixed blade. If you're looking at food prep, box opening, whatever, just EDCing a fixed blade, this is a great one. Honestly, and it's extremely light. The actual sheath weighs more than the knife does. Now, there's one thing about this that I don't like, and it's this. I loathe finger rings on knives. I just do. Karambits, I can see why they're there. Karambits are a fighting knife, and they're specifically designed for that. I know some people like finger rings, and to each his own. I don't have a problem with that, and I understand why they make finger rings for knives. Just for me, it's not that I don't dislike the look of them, not at all. I think they look cool, different things like that. The reason I dislike them is because my hands swell a lot. My fingers get bigger and smaller and stuff like that. And when even if, like in the past, I've showed this knife and I said I can't use it, and I have to put it right here, and it gives me a hot spot in my palm. And people would be like, well, you're supposed to put your pinky through it. And I've addressed that again and again. When I put my pinky through it, it digs in between my fingers. And that hurts even worse. So I'd rather have the hot spot in my palm than my pinky through that ring, because then it really hurts. Hurts right there and on the inside of that. So it's just because my fingers are fat and stuff like that, and it's, you know, it is what it is. Other than that, this knife is amazing. Now it's running right now on Blade HQ for about $109. So it's not a cheap knife or anything. It's got some price to it, but I think it's 100% worth it. And I think that if you get this knife, you're going to love it, especially if you like EDCing a fixed blade. And I've said this many times, I would rather EDC a fixed blade than anything, because you can do anything with the fixed blade that you can do with the folder, but you cannot do anything with the folder that you can do with the fixed blade. So I love EDCing a fixed blade, and this is a great knife. And again, I apologize if that's, I'll watch this back, and if it's that loud, I'll redo this video. Now this is another really good knife. I like this knife a lot. This is the Propignator. Now everything that knife is, this knife is the opposite. Where that knife is thin, this knife is thick. Where that knife is light, this knife is heavy. Where that knife has a finger ring, this one don't. It does have a Kydex sheath and a T-clip and another one. Both of these, one of the great things about these is both of them have an excellent snap and excellent retention. Kydex makes really good sheaths, and they fit well for their knives. Now this knife has two fullers on each side, or as I call them, blood grooves. It looks cool, but also it gives added retention on the sheath. It has jimping on top, right there in that little spot. Now that is not aggressive, but it's not micro. It's right in the middle, so you can feel it. But I don't put my thumb on that jimping. I put my thumb in that little valley, that little thumb valley right there, and just sit it in there, and it actually feels good. Now this is a reverse tanto blade, so you got a really sharp piercing tip, and with that thick blade, oh, by the way, it's D2 blade steel, so it's a fantastic knife. Multiple grinds, all flat grinds, but like right here, that is for your power cuts, your powering through. So like if you wanted a feather stick with this or something, this is not designed to be a bushcraft or survival knife, but you could use it for that. Or if you're slicing an apple or something like that, or cutting through a wheel of cheese, why you would cut through a wheel of cheese with this knife, I don't know, that just came to my mind. Whittling sticks or whatever, that's where you're going to get your power cuts. And you've got this flat grind right here, so you can do your more box cutting, different things like that. So just a fantastic knife. It's a fixed blade. It's a fixed blade that you can EDC if you don't mind EDCing a heavier knife, because it is a heavy knife. It's got some weight, but I really like it. Now this one you can get on Blade HQ right now for $90, $89.95. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some folders. I do want to get more fixed blades, because I think right now Civivi is doing some great things with their knives, and they've got some really good fixed blades out. I'm a Kaiser guy. I love Kaiser, and I've got a ton of Kaiser fixed blades. So usually when I'm buying fixed blades for EDC, it's Kaisers, not Civivi. But Civivi has got some really good stuff that's come out the last 2 years, and they've got several that I really want to get. So I am planning on getting some more as soon as Blade Show is over and done, and I'm done saving up money to go to that, and I can really start focusing on buying a lot of knives like I was in the past. I'm going to start buying a lot of knives and then just showing a lot of knives constantly, and I'll buy a lot of Civivi fixed blades and different things like that. But all right, so let's start with right here. A really good one, easy to get. Anybody can find them. You don't have to order these offline. You can just go to your local Walmart and get them, and that is the Brazen. This is a really good knife. Really good knife. Now I saw one of these this Saturday in the giveaway that had a purple handle, and it was really cool. But this has got the maroon handle. You can get these at Walmart for like $49, $48, $49. It's a good one. It's got D2 blade steel. It's got jimping on top, dual thumb studs. Does have thick liners, G10 handles, and a liner lock. It's got a good G10 spacer, very deep carry pocket clip. Screws are inset into the handle, and it is reversible. So all in all, oh, and by the way, Tonto tip with a good swedge on top. So a good knife. This is a really good knife. You can get these at Walmart, guys. You don't have to have the internet. You don't have to be somebody, like some people just still don't like buying from the internet. They don't go online and buy their stuff. They just go down to the store when they're out and about and they buy something if they see it and they want it. And that's the way it is. There are still people that are old-fashioned like that, and I completely understand why they are that way. But you can go right to Walmart. They started carrying Civivis. You can get the Elementum, the Mini Praxis, the Brazen, and I can't remember the fourth. There's 4 of them that you can get, and this is one of them, and it is a really good knife. Again, D2 blade steel, black coated blade, that maroon, it just pops. This is a really nice knife. For EDC, you want a good knife that's gonna last. It's well made. It's gonna be a really good EDC knife that can handle some hardcore, heavy use task, and it's gonna live up to it because it's got a good blade steel. D2's got good edge retention, stuff like that, and the black coated blade's gonna take care of the corrosion resistance for the most part. So all the way around, a fantastic knife. This right here is a home run. This is a sleeper knife. The Brazen is fantastic. Again, under 50 bucks, and you get as much, everything that this thing offers. And it's Civivi. Civivi is a good brand. Good finger choil right there, so it feels good in the hand. Feels good in a big hand too. I mean, right there's the end, so it's got good, plenty of real estate for a big, full 4-finger grip. I like it. Fantastic knife. Oh, and as far as the action, dual thumb studs and a flipper tab. Great action right there. 50 bucks, under 50 bucks actually. Great knife. This knife, they do sell the Elementum at Walmart. You can get those for around 50 bucks as well, 50 to 55 bucks. They come with black G10 handles and they are in D2 blade steel. Now, this one is not. This is an Elementum that I've had for a little bit. This has got black pack of wood handles and it's got a black stone wash blade that's in 14C28N. Still has a deep carry pocket clip. It is not reversible, so it's right hand only and tip up. This is a very nice knife. It's a little light. It does have a flipper tab. There are no thumb studs. There are no thumb holes. So it's 100% by the flipper tab, but it's great action. Look at that blade. Thick liners, and it is a liner lock. Now, here's the deal. There are a couple knives. I know, like I saw Metal Complex, he said the top 3 EDC knives in his opinion was the Civivi Vision FG, the Migaron Moyarl, and what was the other one? The Raccoon Top Liner Lock. He said those was the 3 best EDC knives. And while I agree with a couple of those, one of them I'm a little lost on. I don't know if I agree with that. I think they're great options. But I think probably the most popular EDC options, especially when you're talking the best deals in budget, the Penguin is a good one. The Elementum is a good one. They're very popular. They've sold over 1 million of the Elementums, and I don't know how many Penguins they've sold, but it's a lot. And they have a lot of versions of the Elementum, fixed blade, mini, the regular. Same thing with Penguin, except for they don't have a fixed blade. They are great knives, and the Elementum is a great EDC knife. I know Taylor from Best Damn EDC carried nothing but an Elementum for what, 2 years? Has a hollow grind, so it's a very slicey knife. It does have jimping, but the jimping is as micro as it gets. It's barely there. It's just for looks. But it is a great little knife. You want a good little pocket knife. Now, it is a little small. It is a 4-finger grip if you hold it like this, but if you can't your finger at all, it is a 3-finger grip if you can't your hand at all. But just a really good little folder knife right there for EDC. The average person that has smaller hands than me, you're gonna love this knife. It's just a good, small, everyday EDC knife with a lot of capabilities. With that, look at that blade shape. That's just a great EDC shape. Let me see. I want to see something here really quick. I want to see what this one cost. Yep. All right, it's not on there, so we'll go with this one instead. All right, so this is the Asticus. I was trying to find out if it was on there because of this. I have the Asticus with the Damascus blade. Now, this one is not on Blade HQ, so I don't know what this one is running right now. Probably around 50 to 60 bucks because they are out of stock. I think they're even discontinued. Yeah, they're discontinued. But this is one that I got. I think I got this as maybe it was this one or that one right there I got for a birthday gift from the boys and Kate when I was in the hospital over my legs. But just a really good blade. G10 handles, deep carry pocket clip. It is reversible. The natural G10, thick liners with the good liner lock, and Damascus blade, the Asticus. Now you can get this with just regular blade on sale for $34.99. They started at 70 bucks and then they marked them all the way down to $34.99 to get rid of them. But this one right here with the Damascus was a little bit more expensive, but just a good knife, really good knife. Great EDC option, great EDC blade. I mean, feels good in the hand. It's a little thin for me, but I like those straight lines. I mean, it's got a slant to it, but you know what I mean? No finger twirls or anything. I like those. Those are very neutral handles and they feel good in most people's hands. So good knife right there. I like that. All right. Let me see if this one's discontinued as well. Oh, nope, this one's not, but I do not. Okay, so I don't see this color, but I do see the Damascus blade. All right. This is the Civivi Imperium. This has got micarta handles, green micarta handles, another one with the deep carry pocket clip. This one is reversible, left hand or right hand. Another one with liner locks. And it is steel liners, and it is a liner lock. Dual thumb studs. This one is a front flipper. I can't do it very good on this knife. There we go. Front flipper, Damascus blade. You can get this right now on Blade HQ with brown micarta for $62. So this green, I'm not seeing it anywhere. This is what I think this is a Knife Center exclusive. It might be, I don't know. But this was actually bought for me by, I think this is the one that was given to me by Kate and the boys when I was in the hospital for my legs. I almost lost my legs, one of my legs. They gave this to me because my birthday happened while I was in there. When I got out, they had this waiting for me. And it's a great little knife. Good swedge on top. It's a stylish knife. This is like a gentleman's knife. And again, you can get it with the brown micarta off of Blade HQ for $62. So that is a cool looking pattern on that Damascus blade steel. And it is a front flipper. Boom! Feels good in the hand. Let's see. All right. This is the knife that somebody won this weekend and they did not want it. So they wanted to trade me for it because it was too big for them. They were going to college and they knew that they could not take this knife with them. They would have gotten in a lot of trouble having this on campus. So this is the Civivi BullTear. Now this is in burlap micarta. Look at that micarta. It's cool. This is a big one. I like those. Again, I like those straight lines, those neutral lines. Now this one does have kind of, it's not really a finger choil, but it's a little spot right there for the liner lock. Almost acts like a finger choil. This is a big, big, massive knife. It's wide, it's thick, and it's heavy. Steel liners, again, another one that's a liner lock. Deep carry pocket clip, screws are inset into the handle, and it is reversible. Dual thumb studs. The jimping, the jimping is pretty aggressive. The jimping right there, that is pretty aggressive jimping. So it's better than micro jimping. Look at that blade. This is like a what is that? A gladius or whatever, the Roman sword. That almost looks like that, kind of. Sandvik 14C28 in blade steel, 58 to 60 on the Rockwell chart. It's a 9.12 inch overall length. I mean, this thing's massive. What does this thing even weigh? 5.85 ounces, and it's on bearings. Yeah, so look at this knife, how big this is. Boom, that's good action for as big as it is. Drop shut flipper tab, boom. Drops fast because it's how heavy it is. Look at that, drops fast. But just all in all, just a great knife. I like this thing a lot. This is the BullTear. This is one of those knives, I don't know how practical it is. Some people will EDC this, don't get me wrong, and I like big knives. The reason that I don't EDC a big knife like this or like another one that I'm about to show you is because I try to consider where I'm going to be, and I do try to consider other people. I'm an American. I believe in American rights. And if you're somebody that doesn't want to consider other people and you don't care what other people think, and all you care about is your rights, and you're allowed to carry it, so you're going to, whether other people like it or not, then by all means, carry away. 100% believe in that. You deserve it. You're allowed to. You're an American. That's the way that it is. People don't like it. Vote for somebody that's going to change the rules. I don't know. Or go somewhere. I don't know. You're allowed to carry it, whatever you want to carry. Me personally, I do believe in that I'm allowed to carry whatever I want, but I do try to consider other people. If I'm going to go someplace and jerk this out, it might be intimidating and too big. Why do I need a knife this big? I'd just rather pull out a fixed blade and use it for whatever and have a smaller. I like big knives. This is my preferred style, but I'm not going to carry it because I just don't need this much knife on a daily basis for general EDC use. I can get by with a smaller knife. I would prefer a knife like this, but I can get by with a smaller knife. So I'm not wanting to walk into a store, and there'll be a bunch of people, normal people or old ladies or something like that. Now I'm ready to go. That might scare the heck out of some people, intimidate some people. That's an intimidating knife right there. It's a cool knife, but it's intimidating. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I support anybody who wants to EDC this, and I'm sure that a lot of people do. I just wouldn't EDC this. Now, if I'm going out to the woods or something, or I'm going to the range, or I'm going to a knife show or a blank and knife show or something, I'll carry this thing all day long because I'm going to be around like-minded people who appreciate this kind of stuff, and I wouldn't care. It's all in where you're going to be. Read the room, so to speak. All right, let me see. Neurohaptic. Come on. Another one. This thing is just fantastic. G10 handles, a button lock, and Civivi Sin Cut and we are all great for their button locks. You know, a lot of people don't like button locks and think they're safe and reliable and stuff, but Civivi does a really good job with their button locks. As good as anybody else. I mean, maybe not anybody else, but they do a really good job. This knife has a lot of jimping on top right there. I don't know if you can see that right there. A lot of jimping, and that is aggressive. And it also acts as a thumb rest right there. It's kind of a clip point blade, reverse tanto, whatever you want to call it. Big thick fullers on both sides of the blade, big thick liners, steel liners, and of course, like I said, it is a button lock. It's got a flipper tab. Boom! Excellent action. Bearings, of course. Excellent action on this thing. Deep carry pocket clip that is reversible on this OD green. Now they have several different versions of this. This is a cool knife. This is that happy medium. It's not too big like this, but it's still a bigger knife that you can use. Like this is a knife that I would carry anywhere, no problem. I like a bigger knife. This is going to do me just fine. I'm going to be able to get it's going to feel good in my hand, good weight, have enough blade for anything I need, good sharp piercing tip so I can slice and cut and stuff like that. The Neurohaptic is, I think this, you see what this knife runs right here, the Civivi Neurohaptic. Oh, okay, that's not bad. They're on sale right now, online only, for $80. It's nitro V blade steel, and they're considering this a clip point blade. Yep, clip point blade. So 4.34 ounces, reversible pocket clip. I mean, this thing has got a lot going for it. That's a nice knife. And again, they've got it in black and stone washed. They've got it in they've got it in shredded carbon and a black blade. That's right. That's the one that I gave away. They got it in shredded carbon and a stone wash blade. They've got it in black and a black blade. They've got it in black and Damascus blade. I mean, they've got several different versions of this. I actually gave away a black shredded carbon and the stone wash. I loved it. But I had both of these on the table, and when I gave the Neurohaptic away in the giveaway in my live, I didn't specify which one it was. I just said, hey, this is for the Neurohaptic. And I kind of didn't say which one, so they got their choice of which one they wanted, and they chose that one, and I sent it to them because I should have clarified. But I'm happy with this one. I like this one a lot. I like OD green. I love OD green. It's, you know, I'm a fan of the military and I like that. So let me see. Sentinel Strike 2. What a knife. This has got aluminum and G10. This has got a deep carry pocket clip that goes in through the hilt. So it is reversible left hand or right hand. It's got good jimping on top right there. It's aggressive enough. It's not micro at all. Dual thumb studs. It is a button lock. And again, they do great things with their button lock. And with dual thumb studs, you can either thumb stud, or you can flipper tab, or you can button lock open it. Fidgety. Look at that blade. Look at that swedge. Look at those multiple grinds right there. This is a hollow grind, flat grind, and a swedge for a piercing tip. Just all the way around. This thing is awesome. This is a tactical knife. This is an EDC knife. This is an awesome, awesome knife. The Sentinel Strike is, in my opinion, one of Civivi's better knives. In my opinion, some people might not think so. In my opinion, I'm taking this, all the knives that I've shown you so far, not the ones that are coming still, but the ones I've shown you so far, this is it all day. This is the one I'm taking so far over all the other ones I've shown you so far. This knife is awesome. The Sentinel Strike is fantastic. You will love it if you like a tactical, good EDC knife, good option. A knife that has kind of like a spear look to it, but it is a drop point. A good button lock for good fidgety action. All in all, fantastic knife. I love the Sentinel Strike. This thing is awesome. And remember, Nitro V blade steel. You can't beat that. Nitro V blade steel is awesome. Let me see. Let me make sure that is. Sentinel Strike. This is 105. Yep, 105 right now. So it's not cheap. 105 on Blade HQ. So it's not cheap. But there's a reason this knife costs that. It is fantastic. I'm telling you right now, of all the knives I've showed you so far, I'll take this one all day over all the other ones I've shown you. I love this. A lot of people like that Neurohaptic. A lot of people do. But I'm taking this one all day long. All day. Talk about a knife. This is the Synergy 4. It's got milled G10, a deep carry pocket clip that is, no, this ain't reversible, is it? Nope, it's just a right hand only tip up. Big steel liners with a liner lock. Look at that massive Nitro V blade steel Tonto tip with the big swedge on top. This thing is a beast. Look how massive this thing is. I don't know if this thing is practical at all, but I love this daggone knife just because of the looks of it and stuff. It's not very practical at all. I wouldn't carry it. It's got a flipper tab, boom, and it's on bearings. Nitro V blade steel. That is a massive knife. I love this knife a lot. Look how big it is. I like the blade shape. I like the handle shape. There's not a whole lot to this knife. It's just, it is what it is. It's what you see is what you get. It's a big Tonto tip knife, and I love it. G10 handles, liner lock, Nitro V blade steel, Tonto tip, not a reversible pocket clip, right hand only tip up, on bearings. Fantastic knife. Now I think this one is what was this one? This one is 104. 104. So Civivi's, their prices are getting up there. They really are. But you're getting a lot. That Nitro V blade steel does a lot. It's a really good blade steel. Next, the Chevalier or Chevalier, however you want to say it. It's Chevalier 2 button lock. It's got fullers right there on the top. It's got a sheep's foot blade. It is a button lock, and I've already talked about button locks for Civivi. They have a really good button lock, black stone wash blade. It does have jimping on top of the handle, and it is aggressive jimping, just like I like it. Aluminum handles with good neutral lines, so it's going to feel good in your hand. I like this knife a lot. This is a great knife for EDC, aluminum handles. It's got a deep carry pocket clip that is reversible. Screws inset into the handle, and just a button lock. I mean, great action. No thumb studs. It's just got a flipper tab. Boom, great action. And it's got a button lock, so you can open it with the button lock or the flipper tab. Great action. Look at that knife. The Chevalier 2, it's hard to beat this knife right here for EDC. That style, that blade, that is an EDC dream right here. And what does the Chevalier 2 run? The Chevalier 2, 82 bucks. It's not bad. $82. I'm taking that all day long. That's a great knife for $82. Button lock, and I think that is also in no, this is in 14C 28 in blade steel. 14C. I mean, it's no Nitro V, but it's 14C. 14C28M blade steel. Look at that knife. Good action, aluminum handles, good weight, good size, going to feel good in your hand even if you have a larger hand. Good jimping, and that blade shape is just a dream for EDC. All the way around, good knife. All right, now I'm going to show you this knife. I love this knife. I love this knife. The Clingman, designed by Taylor from Best Damn EDC. This knife has only been out for a little while, and I love it. It's got the clip point blade, a good flat grind. It's almost a hollow grind. Micarta, not quite a deep carry pocket clip. It's got a milled pocket clip that is reversible, left hand or right hand, so it's not deep carry, but it's close. It's steel liners, and it is a liner lock. Dual thumb studs, and it's on bearings. Listen, Nitro V blade steel, Nitro V. The action on this is as good as any knife I've ever seen. This action is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Boom! Awesome. You want a good pocket knife? Look no further. There's not a lot to say about this knife. It's just a fantastic knife. My back and shoulders are killing me from sitting in this chair all day. This is a fantastic knife. I think these things are around $69, 70 bucks. Excellent action. You just want a really good pocket knife, good action, something you can carry around. Right there you go. The Clingman. I recommend this knife so highly. I love this thing so much. I'll link all these in the description, by the way. It is hard to beat that knife right there. If you want something simple, no fancy locks, not a huge knife, nothing fancy, just a very simple, to the point, literally just get the job done. The Clingman is hard to beat. This is one of the best all-around EDC knives in the world, in my opinion. Zach Whitmore designed this. This is the Yonder. This is a spay blade. It's in 14C28N, black coated, black stone wash. It's got jimping that is micro. It has dual thumb studs. It has micarta handles. Has a deep carry pocket clip that is reversible, left hand or right hand. It has very neutral ergonomics. It is a little bit smaller, but I can get 4 fingers on this. If I can't my hand, it is now a 3-finger blade, but it is a 4-finger blade. That 14C28M blade steel with that sharp tip with that spay blade, this is awesome. Zach Whitmore wanted to design, and look at that crossbar lock. Look at the action with that dual thumb stud. The action is phenomenal. It's as good action as anything you'll see. I mean, this is action like you would see on the Iridium or the Bel Air or something like that. I mean, the action on this is phenomenal. Just fidgety as all get out. It's smaller, it's lighter. It's all around a fantastic EDC knife. It's fidgety, well made, good materials, a great fit, great lock, dual thumb studs, a good blade steel, black stone wash for corrosion and stuff like that. He wanted to create a knife that was universally just a great knife across the board. And no matter what you liked or what you wanted from a knife, you would probably get a lot of your desires from this knife. It's gonna fill a lot of roles for you. Fantastic knife. I love it. The Civivi Yonder, in my opinion, one of the best EDC knives ever made for a pocket knife, for a folder. And the last knife is this, the Vision FG. White G10 handles. It's got the Civivi version of the Shark Lock. It's called the Super Lock. Damascus blade steel, dual thumb studs. It is fantastic action. It is a little bit heavy. Finger troll, choke up. Deep carry pocket clip that is reversible. This is a knife I would recommend if you want to get this knife. get this knife in another color G10 and get it in the Nitro V blade steel instead of the Damascus. I think that you're going to get more use out of it for EDC. I don't use this a whole lot because it's so beautiful and pretty, and the white and the Damascus, it's just too nice to use a lot, so I don't. Now, most people wouldn't feel that way. They just use it anyways because it's a pocket knife and that's what it's for. Me, I treat my knives like investments because I got kids and I'm poor, and I don't want to need money one day and try to sell my knives and, oh, I don't have the box for it anymore. It's all beat up and scratched up and it's not even worth half of what I paid for it. I try to take care of my stuff as good as possible because I do look at them as collector's pieces and as investments. So I wish that I had one of these in a different color G10 and a regular blade steel, because I would EDC the heck out of this knife. It is such a good knife. Now, this is around 105 on Blade HQ, and it is fantastic. This is one of the knives that Metal Complex said was one of the best EDC knives made right now, one of the top 3, and I can see why he believes that. Now, for me, I don't really agree. I don't think it's one of the best, but I understand why he says that, and it is what it is. It's a great knife. For 103, it's hard to beat it. Fantastic fidget factor, good size in my hands. It's big enough for a good full four-finger grip, reversible pocket clip. That Shark Super Lock, people love the Shark Lock. I mean, it's a great lock. Dual thumb studs, great action, boom. All in all, fantastic knife. All right, guys, I just ran through those. I just wanted to show you all my Civivi knives. That wasn't much to it, but I went a little bit longer than I wanted to. I will start showing you videos with all of my brands and what my knives are with those brands. Remember, if you are interested, I have merch that's going to be live until the last day of March, March the 30th. Hats, shirts, and hoodies. All are available right now. It will be in the video description below. You can go and click on that and find out what that merch costs. Nobody has to get anything. I'm not surprised. I'm not upset. I don't blame you if nobody wants to get anything. But if you want to support the channel, I'm not making money off of it. I kept the price as low as I could so more people could get it. But it would tell people about my channel. Plus, you would just show that you like my channel. Hats, shirts, hoodies, whatever you wanted to get. I would appreciate it very much. But again, nobody has to. I don't blame you if you don't want to. I completely understand. But it will be in the description below. Other than that, I'll link all these knives. Check them out. If there's any you want, email me. I'll tell you how good they are if you're wanting to know about them or anything like that. But I'm Chris, I'm Professional Dad. I wish all of you sharp knives and happy lives, and I will see you in the next video.